C3 superfans, the film room is back. Welcome, C3 Panther Nation and members of the C3 Super Fan Club, to another edition of the C3 Film Room. That's right, for the 2023 season, the year of 20 C3, we are going to be breaking down the all 22 film of the Carolina Panthers, breaking down some of the things that went right, breaking down some of the things that went wrong, and trying to keep a fair and balanced view of what is going on right now with the Carolina Panthers. Next up, my guest, you might know him. It's the man, Panther Pickle. Pickle, how are you, brother?
I'm really good today. Really good. Ready to
Nice.
see
Happy to have
the
you for the film
details.
room, man.
Wonderful.
Yeah, boy. All right, let's jump into this. Me and Pickle took some notes. This is a little bit of a collaborative effort, but without further ado, let's jump into the film room, baby. First up, we have a pressure from Brian Burns early in the first quarter, and what you're going to see here is how Brian Burns and his pass rush ends up affecting Derek Carr at the top of his drop. Keep your eye on zero right here, gets around the edge, a hand on Derek Carr, and that's what allows Frankie Louvu to come in and blow up the play. Pickle, what'd you think?
I think, honestly, if without Brian Burns getting that pressure, I'm not sure
Mm-hmm.
Frankie Louvu gets to him like he does. Uh,
Right,
but because they're clearly trying to stop Brian Burns. That's their targeting. They didn't think about Louvu coming from the other side.
right. That complimentary football. Frankie Louvu has been such an asset to this defense, man. For the past 3 years, the man has just, really been a sinking missile for the Carolina Panthers, flying around. Now he's in a 3-4. All right, Pickle, I'm going to go to 317. And I pinpointed this for a reason. And Pickle, I want you to tell me who is open on this play. We're going to look at our receivers. We have two tight ends, Hayden Hurst and Ian Thomas. We have Adam Thielen and I believe Jonathan Mingo out here to the right. And there's been a lot of discussion about the separation of the receivers. And I just want to know in this play if anyone is open.
Uh, no,
Looks pretty damn
no,
close to me, don't you say so?
I would say that.
And then Bryce does a nice job just throwing the ball away.
Yep.
Now the
Hey,
protection ends up being all right on this play,
yep.
and he just takes care of the ball
Right.
and takes a nasty hit
Yep.
uh, for
Yep.
all of his troubles. Do you have
Right.
anything you wanted to add, Pickle?
Well, if it, I wish Bozeman would have been able to keep the block a little longer. Uh, I saw Sanders try to chip him a little bit, but nonetheless, Bryce got rid of the ball quickly, and it was a loss of down. But nobody was open, and at least it wasn't a sack. So
Yeah, yeah. Thank God it wasn't a sack. I have next on my marker. I have 6:06. Let me make sure that I am at the right time. Your boy is blind, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go to 6:06. And Pickle, just remind me if there's anyone that you wanted to play in the meantime. But this so uh to be fair, you know, we had the who is open play, and Pickle, I didn't see anyone open. But on this one, I feel like Bryce may have missed some opportunities to make a play. Let's roll
hmm
the film. So they have a three receiver set off to the left. They have a tight end, Ian Thomas, in at the bottom, a running
hmm
back in to help in pass protection. Now, in my opinion, Pickle,
yeah,
Ian Thomas underneath here is totally an option at this point in time.
he is.
You might even say that I believe it's Jonathan Mingo up here. It's either
Yeah,
DJ Chark or Jonathan Mingo. that they're kind of coming open at the
Right.
last moment, and that maybe if Bryce would have held in a little bit longer, or maybe went through his
Right.
progressions a little bit better, maybe there was some meat on the bone here that could have potentially been had.
You also had this gentleman right there was open. Uh,
Yeah. So this is Jonathan Mingo on the out
yeah.
route. You have that Terrace Marshall Jr. running the fade, but
Right.
as soon as the corner takes DJ Chark up the sideline, yeah, Jonathan Mingo is available right here on the out. So
Right.
I feel like there was some, Bryce just doing a little bit too much,
Right. 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 And if we'll take a look at the sideline play here, let's see if maybe Bryce had time to throw.
right? All right,
Okay.
solid for
Well.
that. So
Yeah.
Taylor Moton
Taylor
ends
Moton
up
gets pushed. Yeah, he just gets. He's got his roller skates on, bro.
he sure does, man. And that's Cam Jordan running after him.
Right.
That's no easy task.
Nope.
So that's for sure. Next up, I have I have a sad one, Pickle, and it's one I don't love to play unless you have something you wanted to add. I have potentially the last play of Shaq Thompson's Panther career, maybe. I hope it's not, but this is the play that Shaq Thompson got injured on. Be there in just one moment. First time people working out all the kinks of recording film live for the fans. I got it at 12:54. All right, so here at 12:54, we're gonna see pretty much the last play of Shaq Thompson's season for sure, Pickle.
Right.
Um, but this is also the controversial one where Deshaun Williams makes a play that essentially throws a New Orleans Saints player into Shaq Thompson, thereby breaking his fibula.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's football. Stuff like that's happened over the years in
Yep.
football, and it's unfortunate. Um, it's very unfortunate.
Oh,
We call it unfortunate. Shaq Thompson calls it very painful. But
yes. So
so
Shaq Thompson right here at inside
right.
linebacker. You have Deshaun Williams at your 5 tech.
Right.
Play snaps. The left tackle does a good job. Shaq Thompson in to make the play.
Mm-hmm.
But as you see, my man right here has been watching too many Steven Seagal films, and
That's
he
what it
just
is, man.
judo hip tosses him right
Yep.
into Shaq Thompson and just lands on his leg in a bad way, man. You
He
hate to see it for Shaq.
yeah. He has to be watching too much of that WWE, bro. Too
Yeah.
much WWE.
How much do you think the loss of Shaq Thompson affects his team, Pickle?
Uh, I think it's going to affect a lot more than some fans believe. I think Shaq was an integral part. I think he was coming along real well. Sometimes I'd been hard on Shaq, but I've realized a lot in the last couple weeks that Shaq plays a lot like an other older Panther. Kind of in my day, Dan Morgan stats. Shaq's stats are actually better than Dan Morgan's, but
Mm-hmm.
that doesn't tell the whole story.
Yeah.
But I think Shaq is a good linebacker. Uh, uh, and it's hard to tell how the season progresses, whether he is this his last season or will he be here for another one.
Yeah, it's a great question, man. It would be sad if that would have to be how his career ended here in Carolina. I know a lot of people give the man grief, but I mean, to me, he's been a great player for the Panthers for a long time,
Right,
and he's been a leader on this team, and you're not going to have that anymore on a young defense, and that's sad.
right,
Pickle, this play is not it's not very noteworthy, but I just it's a the new all 22 makes it very hard to read the down and distance.
right.
They don't show the clock very much, but you have a short yardage situation, and you
Yep.
know that Michael Thomas is your receiver for plays like this.
Right.
I don't like the cushion that the
No.
defense and CJ Henderson gives up to Michael Thomas
No.
on this play. I think it's far too much.
Right.
Just a simple little out route.
Right.
and you have a nice, very
Yep.
simple first down for
If
New Orleans.
if you go back to that whole thing again, you'll see not only him, but you'll see Dante Jackson give up cushion. So this tells me that this is a play designed exactly the way they lined up, exactly the way our defensive coordinator wanted them to line up,
Yeah, and
which is
this might have been the touchdown right here, Pickle.
right,
I mean,
exactly.
he might be
So
able to put one move on Dante Jackson,
right.
and that could be a house call.
So it just this plays like this is what to me I like to prefer them as a coaching error.
Hmm.
Just because I can imagine they're looking at film later on and saying, "Yeah, we were in the right coverage there." So uh,
Yeah, yeah, a lot of off coverage.
right.
I don't love it in those
If you
scenarios.
will,
Yeah.
my friend, go
Hmm.
to 1705 real quick.
1705. Boom,
Right.
boom, boom.
Or
Let's
around
do it.
17
All
there.
right. Okay,
We'll get
hang
us
on
close
one second.
anyway.
Yep. Yep. All right, here we go.
All righty. Yeah.
All right, I'll let you lead this one.
All right. Now if you go back when Bryce takes the ball, I think this is gonna be an incompletion. But keep an eye on 19 as you play the little clip.
Adam Thielen.
Yep. Now, when you go to the end zone, as they call
Hmm.
it, the end zone viewpoint, we'll see
Right.
what he does. Watch Bryce's eyes and his head. And this is a common rookie mistake. He
Stares it
knows
down.
he stares down at him thin. And
Great catch.
it's a rookie mistake. It
It
is a
is.
rookie mistake, and he'll learn. But this is just another example of we're lucky that wasn't a pick because this gentleman over here was zooming in on that stare down. I don't know
Yeah.
the guy's name, but he was zooming in. Now we're just fortunate it wasn't a pick.
Yeah, very, very fortunate. And it was a great coverage too. And that's been another
Exactly.
source of criticism for Adam Thielen is that he's not necessarily that Cooper Cup type of Hunter Renfro fast to the sideline type of player. And the speed is just lacking right there. And to be honest, Pickle, that ball's a little bit too far behind him for my liking as well.
Right, right,
I
right,
think it needs a little more out in front of him. And you're right, as we go to the end zone view, um, one of the things that I've been taught about all 22 when watching quarterbacks is whenever you have a helmet, a team has a helmet that has the stripes in the middle, it makes it so much easier for identifying where the quarterback is looking downfield because the head turns with the stripes, you know?
right,
So, yeah, I mean, he's looking at Adam Thielen from the jump and
right.
literally never comes off him. And the corner
Exactly.
knows that and gets in the middle of the route. And yeah, it
Right.
just ends up being a bad time.
Which all due respect to the Saint individual player. Um, Last week we had there was a uh basically, in my opinion, a future Hall of Famer safety pick two balls. That very well could uh Pro Bowl style, Hall of Fame style safeties are
Yep.
quick to scout rookies, quarterbacks that do that. But like I said, it's a rookie mistake, and Bryce will learn and move on. So
Yeah, absolutely. Now I pinpointed this play, Pickle, just because we were not able to run the football. And look at the piss poor performance by the offensive line. There is just zero push for
right,
Miles Sanders to be able to go
right,
anywhere or do anything. The New Orleans Saints defense does a good job of maintaining gap control, and they know that it's a run right here.
right.
Like they literally know what's coming
Hmm.
to them, and it really couldn't matter. It couldn't matter less, man. Like
Right.
they knew what to do, and they knew how to affect the play uh in that kind of fashion. And I felt like that was a commonality throughout the entire performance. There was just not a lot of push from our offensive line,
A-
missing Brady Christensen
Absolutely,
and Austin Corbett.
absolutely. And I mean, it doesn't help. It's just, and I don't want to beat down on it, but poor Bradley Bozeman just had a bad game. He just overall had a bad game. But
Yep.
when you're down two of your starting guards, you have to look at the veterans offensive linemen on your team for leadership and to pick up the pace a little. They just didn't do that in this game, which is
Yeah.
sad, but they just didn't do it. So
Yeah, they sure didn't, man. Next up, I have another missed opportunity that I feel that Bryce maybe didn't capitalize on. So we have a trips right, and then we have Hayden Hurst. You have a tight end in on the line. You have a running back in on the play, and let's just let this roll because I had it down as missed opportunities, and one of the reasons why I thought so is and maybe the protection had something to do with it as well. But I feel like you have Miles Sanders coming open here underneath, and I
right,
feel like that could have been a big time pickup for Miles. It just wait a tick longer, and I would do like
right,
right now, have the ball to
hmm
him. I mean that's the
exactly.
first,
Yep,
that's the first down marker
right.
right here. But instead, you have Bryce just kind of choosing to scramble and
Yep,
just do too much and ends up having to throw the ball away
yes,
rather than picking up
yes,
some much needed
yep,
yardage while the game is still 6-3
right,
early on.
right.
Yeah, perfect. To quote Ron
Yeah,
Rivera, a missed opportunity.
right.
You know.
Even Adam Sanders throws his arm up there to say, "Hey, look at me."
Oh, you mean yeah, Miles Sanders. Yeah,
Yeah, Miles Sanders, he throws his arm up. He
yeah.
says, "Look at me." But
It's like, hey, right here.
yep, with TMJ right behind him, so
Yeah,
uh, right beside him. So, but
yeah.
again, the pressure had a lot to do with it. Uh, but
So now I'm going to go to 30 minutes and 50 seconds. I'll just let it play from here. Uh, so I have this one written down. And the reason I have it written down is it was a big time defensive play. Something we
yeah,
don't see enough of. This is Von Bell's interception. And there was just a great play by Von Bell. You see Von number 24 right here and just jumps up. Derek Carr didn't put the ball out far enough for the dig route to the sideline, and Von Bell just makes a great play, gets up in the air, and it just takes that ball out of the air. I love that play.
that was a beautiful play.
Drops
Absolutely
back,
beautiful.
knows what's coming, boop, jumps, plucks it right out the air. I'll let it play one more time. I know my screen kind of boom. Yeah, that was beautiful. Yeah, that should have been way more out to the sideline
Yeah. Um.
by Derek Carr.
Yeah. I want to see this real quick. I
This
want to
one?
see the. Well. The go back just. Uh, one of our defensive linemen. I didn't catch this when I was reviewing tape right here.
Mm-hmm.
Um. I when we're trying to play acrobats here, I think he did a cartwheel.
Let's check it out.
No, there it
Oh
is.
yeah,
Yep. Yeah,
number 54.
54.
Yeah,
Cam moved.
yeah, Cruz Hill.
Yeah. Uh,
Yeah, I
poor
mean, hey,
man. I mean,
he was being aggressive, trying to get
yeah,
to the quarterback. I don't
yeah,
blame him.
yeah.
I felt
Which
like Cruz Hill. Uh, he made some good plays.
right,
Now, if this is the play I think it is, yep. So, I feel like this is a really good play by Bryce Young to Adam Thielen on the crossing route. I felt like it was good timing and good ball placement from Bryce. Just a
right.
laser beam to the sideline
Mhm.
on time. We'll go to the end zone view.
I do like those end zone views.
Same. Fakes the handoff. Now he was looking at the middle of the field, so he did do a good job, trying to use his eyes to, you know, single out Tyron Matthew, keep him up. And yeah, I thought that was a great awareness play by Bryce. Um, yeah, that's more of the type of stuff that I'm wanting to see from him. Everybody wanted to act like all the film was bad, and that just was not true. It wasn't the
Right.
case. All right, now this is 32-20, and I have uh, all right, yeah. So this is a big time second down. They just stopped the run, and this is that play calling where it comes into question, where fans are wondering, like, why is there no? There's nothing to this offense. It's very rudimentary. It's very kind of vanilla, to use that term or phrase. And
Yes.
again, watch. They send Lavisca into motion, and they just have nothing working downfield. Man, this guy, it's hard to see all the numbers.
Right.
Super duper slow.
Yes. Exactly. It makes you scratch your head. It's like, is this all they got? I
Yeah,
mean, is this all they got?
I mean, dude,
They're in the
from a
20
from
yard line.
right
Is this all they got?
from an effort level.
Yes.
So this is Terrace Marshall Jr., by the way, and
Right.
what a terrible. Like, I mean, he
Right.
has no get off, and I know he was injured, but
Right.
it's like, not getting upfield.
Right.
Everything is low and underneath. And
Right.
it's like the best that you can do is a dump off to Miles Sanders, and it's not blocked very well either.
No. No. It was a bad play from the get go, and poorly designed, poorly executed. Uh,
Yeah, I mean, there's just not enough,
yeah.
and the reason I pointed it out, they know that it's about to happen.
Yes.
Like, they know what's coming,
Right.
and that they had no problem sniffing that out. That was absolutely nothing for them. Uh, I have 32-48 listed, and I have it 32-48. Oh, okay. Check this out. So this is the fumble, right? This
Okay.
is where Bryce fumbles. But Pickle, let me show you something, right? We got trips left. You have Hayden Hurst on the right. You have Chuba Hubbard in, I guess, to block. But what the hell is it Kim Kwanu doing? Sometimes his pass protection technique is more helping the defender
Right.
than it is blocking him.
Right.
Watch Kim Kwanu on this play. Pushes him off, helps him get around the edge. Bryce fumbles, and then just picks up the ball.
Yeah.
And dude, it's just all bad, man.
Yeah.
And like I've been one of the more vocal critics of Akema Kwanu. People think I'm just coming down on the rook, like I have some bias. No, it's not at all, man. I mean, the dude literally pushes him
Yeah.
off,
Yeah. And yeah.
allowing him to get second wind and around to the rusher.
Right.
Like, he needs to let
Right.
that rusher
Right.
come to him,
Right.
catch him, and not push him off.
Right. Because they did a good job of sealing and of trying. Now, granted, at times Bryce could have went up the middle, but he didn't. He had the idea to scramble, but um, you just um, when your left tackle gives up containment, only bad things happen. So
Yeah. But
um,
then again, you had pressure from Cam Jordan. Like,
right.
this is not a pocket with which
No,
you
that
want
you
your
don't want to step
quarterback
into.
to work from.
Right.
You just don't.
Yeah, and it's just and a lot of it. I mean, when you go into the game and you have a rookie at left guard, you have a very raw right guard that is was a sixth round pick last year, hasn't played a lot in the NFL. It's not a recipe for greatly success unless you have a lot of luck and skill on the field. We don't have
Yeah.
either. You know, we didn't have experience. We don't. It's just a recipe going in was a disaster. So,
Yeah.
um,
It really was. I put this next one on here. This is the Saints touchdown, And it's
Right.
another example of the Panthers in the second quarter, their defense just starts to fall apart because the offense is never able to put anything together. And again, I mean, Pickle, I was at this game. It felt like whenever the Saints were in goal line scenarios, it
Right.
just felt like they were able to run the football at will,
Right.
and just pretty much beat
Just
us,
pretty much.
and play bully ball up the middle.
Well.
I mean,
Right.
that's just pure man on man, my
Yep.
dudes versus your dudes football, and they failed to be able to make that play.
Right. Right.
Yeah, I hate to see it. Pickle, I have only three more. So if you have any
Um.
others,
Yeah. If you will, go back to 25. Time 25. This is a play that.
just 25.
Yeah. This is a play that some folks, other folks, had commented on. I had myself commented on a couple videos about it. And there's a little bit of controversy whether Mingo was actually open or not.
Okay.
So
So it's not this one, right?
it may be. Let me see the play develop.
No, we did
No,
this
it
one
is not.
earlier.
It
All
is
right.
not.
So
That was it's
all
the
right.
very
So
next play. Then
it's the very next play. All right. 25 right here. Let
right.
me hit the full screen.
Okay.
Oh, wait, this is the same play.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. So
Well,
then
anyway.
yeah, the one right after this one.
Yeah. Yes.
All right. I mean, he does a good job of getting away from Cam Jordan,
He
but
does,
ultimately just throws the ball
but
away.
he just throws the ball away.
Yep. All right. Next up.
Yeah.
So Jonathan Mingo.
Right.
Where is Jonathan
Jonathan
Mingo?
Mingo's up here in the up here at the top.
Right here. Right
Right.
here. Okay.
Right. And the ball, he actually throws the ball to Theoden, who's down in the bottom.
Yeah, Adam Thielen.
This is a punt.
Oh, this
My
is
notes
punt.
are my notes are messed up. Lordy B. Well, okay. Okay. I'm sorry, sir.
No, you're fine.
It's at it may be at 29. I'm sorry.
29.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
29.
Monday night football games make it rough to review film.
It's just straight up 29.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. Almost there.
Yeah.
All right. This is the end of the last play.
Right.
All right. Here we go.
All right.
Jonathan Mingo. So
Mingo's
Mingo
up
is
the
what,
top.
right here?
And I think Mingo's at the top. I think it's Mingo. We'll play the play.
Yeah.
If this ain't the right play, we'll just drop it. So
All right. That's DJ Chark.
right. Okay. Okay. This ain't the right play I was talking about, but that's all right. I can't read my notes and can't find the play I'm talking about, but
That's
that's
all right.
fine. That's fine.
That's all right. Again,
That's
as we
fine.
get used to doing film reviews,
Yes,
we'll make
exactly.
it tighter, but we definitely wanted to
Right.
pinpoint some of these plays
Yep.
that we felt were kind of game changing for us. I am going to 53-40. All right, 53-40. I felt like this is another missed opportunity where I feel like Hayden Hurst might have had an opportunity here.
Right.
You see him right here in the slot.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, look at all this space that you have right in front
Yep.
of him, right? Here's your first down marker at the 35-yard line. And again, I mean, these three defenders are probably going to funnel to the football, but I feel like it was a lot better than what you ended up having happen, which was a little dump off that ended up not going for much to Chuba Hubbard.
Right.
And that's another missed opportunity here. Now, maybe Bryce is just flustered at this point. I mean, the
Yeah.
protection wasn't perfect, but it was good enough. I mean, and look,
Yeah.
Hayden Hurst is staring at him.
Yeah,
Bryce
exactly.
is literally
Yeah,
staring at him. He's going to have to be able to come across hit these plays coming across the middle. And Pickle, if you remember, part of the reason why people were so hyped on Bryce was because of his abilities to hit plays across the middle.
exactly.
So that's something that we're going to have to, he's going to have to continue to get better, but also have more faith in the offense and what they're doing. I tell you what, watching the film, it doesn't lead all the Thomas Brown defenders who want to see him call more plays. The film really does give them a lot of ammunition because there is not a lot happening here for the Panthers.
Right.
Not a lot of creativity, just not a lot happening in general. I'm gonna go to this Bryce Young scramble here at a minute 7 seconds. Almost there. Yeah, NFL has made it a lot harder to pinpoint certain plays when looking at their all
Right.
22, but it's all right. Never fear. C3 will make it work. Yeah, this is the Bryce Young scramble. Um, and listen, Pickle flat out, he's going to have to do this in the NFL. I
Yep.
don't care that he's small. He's going to have to be able to do stuff like this and extend plays with his feet, and he did a great job doing so.
Yep.
So, a weird snap. Bryce does the one hander. Whoa, grabs
Yep.
the ball, notices a lane open up right in front of him, and then boom, I'm out. Stop. Jukes the
Yep.
defender in his shoes.
That's a very nifty juke.
Yeah, it picks up extra yardage for the first down. That's big time from Bryce. Boop. He said, nah, bruh.
Very cool indeed.
Yep. And then my last one, Pickle. We are going, let me fast forward just a tad here. We are going to, all right, this should work. I want to show the play that I feel still that it sealed the deal for us. This is what put the Panthers to bed, and yeah, I mean this was the final nail in the coffin for the Carolina Panthers on that night. Here we go. This is it. This is the deep pass to uh, Rashim Shaheen, I believe is his name, the wide receiver for
Yep.
the New Orleans Saints. They do a good job of picking up the block. No pass rushing help or no edge pressure on this play. Brian Burns not in on the play. Derek Carr just steps up, and I want to show that one more time because Rashim Shaheed, I believe is his name, does nasty work on Dante Jackson. Look at the matchup up here. Here's Dante. Does that little out and up. Boom, right in between the corner and the safety. And that was a great throw by Derek Carr, Pickle.
It was. It was. But that's why they gave him the money. So, uh,
Yeah,
so great. But it was also a great catch by the wide receiver. So,
yeah, it was. It was. And listen, Pickle, I mean, now we're going into week 3. We're going to face the Seattle Seahawks and no Bryce Young. Andy
mhm.
Dalton will be the one starting for the Carolina Panthers. Bryce has it's a knee injury or an ankle injury. I feel like
And
they haven't even been very clear.
no,
Is it an ankle?
it's an ankle. It's an ankle injury. To me, to my opinion, there was a play where he kind of twisted his ankle a little bit as he was being tackled. Um, it was on the play we showed where uh
Yeah,
Icky lost containment and Bryce scrambled and then he fumbled as he was being taken down. If you'll notice, the ankle was really mashed hard. Um, It's
Yeah.
possible that's the play. They're not being precise. They don't really know. Bryce finished the game. They said he was fine, uh, but he showed up the next morning and had some issues, and you know
Yeah.
we're at now. So and I feel, and I said this in Twitter Spaces earlier. Shout out to join me and D's skills on those. I feel that I don't feel that it's super badly hurt. But here's
Yeah.
my situation. You're going into the Seattle Seahawks. You've got a rookie quarterback. Your offensive line's banged up. Your receivers aren't getting open correctly. Um, you're going with your rookie quarterback. Do you want him to go in limping?
No.
You really don't want that. So
No.
in
I think they made
reality,
the right decision.
yeah, if to me if this was a super playoff game and everybody
Sure.
was outright, it would likely be hard to get him not to play in this game.
And by the
Uh,
way, it's literally the reason
right,
why you signed Andy Dalton.
exactly,
Because if for
exactly,
whatever reason your quarterback got hurt or you
right,
had rookie issues, you had a veteran quarterback player that
right,
could step in and run the offense.
exactly.
The problem is I don't see the offense being much difference or much
I really
different
don't either.
from Derek
But
Carr to Bryce. I think that we have some
right,
serious issues on the
yes,
wide receiver core. But then
yes,
again, maybe Andy is able to we showed some mistakes by Bryce on the film.
right,
Maybe Andy doesn't make some of those. And
right,
maybe this is a blessing in disguise. Keep Bryce on the sideline, let him develop a little more, let him get his confidence about him, and then
hmm
put him back under center and see if that benefits him. But in the
it could
meantime,
be.
this is why you signed Andy Dalton.
Yep, it could be. You're 100% correct. Um, it could be. I
Yeah.
uh, I just don't have a lot of hopes in this upcoming game. A lot of it is wide receivers who we brought in, but just are not getting that release. They're not getting
Yeah.
breakaway. They're not getting separation. And sometimes you can scheme separation. Sometimes you can scheme a guy open, but that isn't happening either. So as the season progresses, we'll just have to wait and see what happens with who, because this clearly isn't the going in to Seattle at 0-2 isn't exactly what we wanted or they wanted or what we even thought was going to happen. A lot of us. So,
Yeah.
but nonetheless, we're here. So we kind of have to
We
deal with
are
what we
here.
have.
And you know what? C3 is your
Yep,
number one therapy session
that's a fact.
whenever the Panthers break your heart on a Sunday.
Right.
So hit the like and subscribe. And we already know you did because this is for all the C3 super fans, a way for us to tell you thanks for supporting the C3 Panthers podcast. This will go up on Friday, but going forward, for all of our super fans, on Thursday, a film room just for y'all, breaking down the all 22 of the previous week's action. Once again, I'm joined by Panther Pickle. My name is Cody Lashley of the C3 Panthers Podcast. Until next time, Panther Nation, we'll see you later.
Keep
Keep
pounding.
pounding.